What's going on, guys? Here for this new video, and today I thought it'd be a really fun series, or like I guess a mini series, I guess, where I ranked every skin from a rarity, like Marvel, DC, Star Wars, or whatever. And I just thought it'd be really fun to go for like I guess the history of Marvel skins, rank them from like if they're good, they're bad, find like the top like skin honestly, and to see how it is. Also, kind of see my thoughts on them too, because I feel that'd be pretty fun too. So we have every Marvel skin here from the first one from Chapter 2 season, or Chapter 1 season 8, sorry, all the way to the most recent one being Spider-Man Punisher 1. I'm recording this in advance. I don't know like if there's any like new Marvel skins that are gonna be coming out like while the time I'm on vacation or whatever, so hopefully not. But if you guys enjoy, make sure to subscribe, like, turn to the video, give some support on extra, make sure you have to support me. Code give 10% off at advance if you guys can support me by any amazing supplements like focus, energy, hydration, and sleep, and more. All the amazing flavors, blah blah blah, all that stuff. And let's get started. So we're gonna be starting off with the first one. Obviously, like I said, we're gonna be starting off with the Black Widow outfit from Chapter 1 Season 9 and the Star-Lord outfit from Chapter 1 Season 9 too. This is a part of the Endgame event. This was like also our first Marvel skins. Kind of crazy that like I guess our first ones would be like Black Widow and Star-Lord compared to like I want to say like more known names, I guess. Because, you know, I guess, like, you consider, like, Black Widow a pretty known name, especially, like, with her, I guess, impact on the MCU. Same thing for Star-Lord, honestly. But honestly, this thing is kind of weird that they start off with those two. But, though, I guess the one problem that everyone has with them is obviously, like, the fact that they are not, like, actually Black Widow and Star-Lord. It says Black Widow outfit and also Star-Lord outfit. So I'm pretty sure that like these aren't technically like the real Guardians. They're mostly just cosplayers, I guess, which is fine, I guess, for the first one. I honestly just like expected like a lot like or like as to actually get them. Honestly, still think the skins look really good. I actually like the Black Widow skin a lot. I think that it looks really good, and it's also like a very clean outfit. The red and blonde styles are both really cool. Like they kind of incorporated that into Solo outfit. He looks cool. I just don't really like the really the mohawk. I guess like maybe I think probably Drift is like cosplaying as him, I would assume. But I'm gonna be putting Black Widow, I guess, in number 1 for now, and we're gonna be putting it Star-Lord at number 2. Then a few seasons later, in Chapter 2, Season 2, we got our first actual Marvel collab being Deadpool. It was to say the skin is honestly like just super good. I like the all the styles that he got, like the X-Force one and the mask on, mask off one. I'm pretty sure like this was mainly for Deadpool 2, I want to say. I don't really know like when Deadpool 2 came out. But it might have been like around the same time, so yeah. But honestly, the skin just looks like super clean. Obviously still using like the comic book style, or not really still using the comic book style or comic book outfit for Deadpool. Still looks really cool. I mean, there's not really like that much of like a difference between like probably regular Deadpool or MCU Deadpool and comic book Deadpool, so it's whatever. But this one might be like a little bit. This one honestly I prefer over Black Widow, so we're gonna be putting that number 1. Then we have our first ever Marvel like kind of mashups where we have Cuddlepool and Ravenpool being a matchup between Deadpool and Color Team Leader and Deadpool and Raven Team Leader. Not the biggest fan of them, honestly. Like I guess like they're kind of doing this to like kind of promote their own like game, I guess. Make their own like kind of OC character, I guess, whatever. Honestly not the biggest fan of it, honestly. They're still like really good skins though, but you know, rather I guess like more like official or actual Marvel characters over like this, I guess like just regular stuff, or just over like this type of stuff. But they both look really cool. I like the whole entire like kind of Deadpool color scheme on them. Like the black and red looks good on both of them. The eyes on the Raven look really cool, along with the entire outfit. Colorpool looks honestly pretty cool too. Just the red Color Team Leader honestly looks really funny, I guess. I like it. I'm probably going to rank these at the bottom still, but I'll probably put like Ravenpool number 4, I guess, and the Colorpool number 5. Now we got more outfits. We got Domino, Psylocke, and Cable. Once again, using their comic book style. I really like Psylocke's design. I feel like it looks really cool. You know, I just feel like the purple sleek outfit's really cool. To be fair, I don't really like read comics that much, or just read comics at all, especially like Marvel comics. So I kind of like want to like get into a little bit more, but honestly, I just don't really want to pay for like a Marvel like subscription or whatever. But all those games look really cool. Cable is probably like like Cable or Dumbo is probably like probably like my least favorite, I guess. Maybe Cable. I just don't really like the look of him really that much. Of course, it's Cable, but just don't really like it that much. But probably put Psylocke here, Domino here, and Cable. We'll put Cable like bottom of the list. I still feel like it's better than. Actually, no, I'll put it here. Yeah, that's like honestly like a pretty good ranking. Maybe I'll switch these two. I don't know. At the end, I'll probably like change it. All right, then we got our first like official Avenger being Captain America. This was honestly like really huge. So, like I remember like, the day this came out, like it was honestly insane. Also, I remember like in the trailer, kind of like teased like the Marvel season of like the Bifrost thing, which was really cool. But overall, this game looks really good. Once again, using the comic book style, fine, whatever. Honestly, it looks like super cool still. This looks like Captain America. Really, really solid skin. I like it a lot. The shield being added to the game is also really cool too. Honestly, like just a really cool like collab. Really good looking skin. Glad we finally got like Captain America in the game. We'll put him probably number 2, I guess. You guys feel like Deadpool's still like really cool, but Deadpool or Captain America is like just better probably. Alright, then we have all the actual skins from the Battle Pass. Starting off with Doctor Doom. He looks sick. I like his honestly like using the comic book design. I feel like we're not gonna get like into our first like actual movie design until maybe actually not that far, but honestly Doom looks pretty cool. I do feel like maybe it's like the weakest one in the past, I want to say. Maybe, I don't know, honestly. I just feel like, I mean, he still looks really good though. This is okay, I guess. We'll put him put him like here, I guess. Put him here actually. Then we got Thor. Not like really a big fan of like this design, honestly. I feel like they could have chose like a better design. I'm pretty sure like this is like, I don't want to say like his Fortnite design, but like I know like the skins of Marvel Rivals too, but also probably has like a comic book design to it or a sign to it, whatever. But honestly, just don't really like the design though. I just feel like, I don't know what that is, like a crown or something, like whatever's on his head's like really like weird. His outfit's kind of weird too. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst in my opinion. I feel like it's like still like decently good, but not the biggest fan of it. I'll probably put it like here, I guess, honestly. Still like really insane that we got like our first Thor, honestly. But I don't know, I don't really like it. Maybe I'll put it above Cable though. I feel like right there is fine for now. We got Mystique, which maybe she's like done the dirtiest, I guess. I don't really know, but she looks fine. I also like her emo, like where she shapeshifts into people, or like the skin you kill was really cool. I remember like there was some YouTubers that like did challenges with that, was really cool. So overall, not really that big of a fan of her design either. It's not like as bad as Thor or whatever, but just still I don't really like it that much. I do think this is like actually based on like her comic book skin though. I mean, yeah, basically like this. If I like go through here, you can see like some stuff, I guess, and it's basically the same. Like literally, like this is like her freaking design in Fortnite right here. I'll rank it probably above Doom, I guess. But I do feel like I also kind of want to add on points for like her like unique emote, so I'll put it like probably like here, I guess, for now. And all that stuff could probably shift or whatever, but this is just my ranking for now, I guess. Oh, then we got Tony Stark. Really, 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 really cool that we got our first Iron Man. So like, I guess he's the second face of Marvel behind Spider-Man probably, but still super cool. I do like the design for his suit. Once again, comic book design, but it doesn't really change anything. It's still like a really cool like outfit. It looks really cool. The one thing I'm not really that big of a fan of is like he starts out as Tony Stark and then you have to like transform to Iron Man. Like it's not like that big of a deal, but I feel like it just like was kind of annoying back then. Same thing for like other people like She-Hulk or whatever, but honestly still looks really cool. Well, I'm probably gonna put this like here. I feel like this is probably like a little bit better than Captain America in my opinion. Then we have Jennifer Walters, which is She-Hulk. Looks really cool too. I'm not really that big of a fan of She-Hulk, not just because of like the whole entire like show or whatever, like the freaking twerking or whatever. I don't know, I just don't really like her, like, the skin that much. I'm not really that big of a fan of it. I do like She-Hulk, though. I feel like the design of that skin looks really cool, too. Also cool, we got Red She-Hulk. I'm not really that big into, like, Marvel that much. Like, that really know, like, the whole entire lore to it, but once again, really solid. We're probably gonna put this, like, put this, like, above... We'll put it here. Yeah, I'll put it here, I guess. That seems pretty valid. Wolverine. Really, I feel like I'm gonna say this so much, but, looks really good, honestly. The whole entire design of Wolverine looks really cool. Also, like, all the other styles we got for him, like the classic one and the Logan one. I'm not gonna count the freaking Super Styles ones, but whatever. Also getting, like, the claws in the game. Although, like, they're only, like, exclusive to him, which honestly, like, sucked. I kind of hated that. But it's still really cool. Luckily, I got, like, chains, like, later in the game or whatever. But as of that time, like, just, like, the claws, like, being locked to him, I guess it makes sense. But at the same time, I just didn't really like the idea of it. I'm probably gonna put this, like, put it here, honestly. We got Groot. Really cool. Really solid. I feel like he probably got, like, the worst, now that I think about it, of, like, everyone. I don't know. It's not, like... I mean, it's, like... probably comic book design. Of course, like, it's Groot, so it's not really like different between like comic book and like the MCU probably, but I don't know. He's not really that big of a fan of Groot, honestly. Like, his whole entire design in this, I guess, and probably like I don't feel like he really got that much out of this, so I'm gonna put this like probably like below Hulk or below Thor, honestly. Still probably better than She-Hulk in my opinion. Then we got Storm. Storm was really cool. I also like her punk style. Also, one more thing I'm gonna like just say, like, for like the whole entire battle pass in general, I hated how much lock cosmetics there were, like, to everybody. Like, Storm's emo was, or Storm's glider was locked. Same thing for Iron Man's glider, Thor's glider, Doom's glider, Wolverine's like claws. Also, I'm trying to think what else is probably locked. Heroes, I feel like that's like kind of dumb. I mean, for some of them it kind of makes sense, but honestly, like, I just feel like some of them, like, they could have like worked around, like, for Iron Man or Storms. I guess Thor's the only thing with being worthy or whatever. Shut up. With Thor's like whole other thing being worthy, it makes sense. I'm still not really that big a fan of it. Just a little nitpick I had about this whole entire thing, but she still looks really good. I feel like they really go with like the design of her. Like, she looks comic accurate, which is really good. She looks like just good in general. I mean, of course, like, they didn't add this as a style, like the black outfit, which kind of sucks, I guess, but it's still a comic book accurate, like, I guess, with like the white outfit. Let me just type in white. I mean, yeah. I guess it's either or for Storm though. But I'm still thinking like this skin looks really good in general, so I'm probably gonna put this like above. Put above Psylocke at least. Maybe like I'll switch these two. Maybe like put Doomer right here. Oh yeah, Silver Surfer. Really? I mean, it's not honestly a really plain skin though. Like, I feel like you know, Silver Surfer, like, literally just like made out of silver. I do like his glider though. Of course, like Silver Surfing with like the glider, really good. I like it a lot. But overall, just like not really like anything like kind of burger skin for Silver Surfer. So I'm probably gonna put this like. I'll put it like probably here. Still looks really good though. Blade. Really cool skin. I like Blade. I feel like Blade looks really cool. Also, RIP like the Blade TV show, or not TV show, the movie I got like, I guess, canceled by the time we're recording this. It got canceled probably like a week ago or so. Honestly, kind of sucks. I feel like we should have gotten Blade in the game, or Blade in the game, Blade in the MCU, and it's kind of sad we didn't. But you know, he still looks really cool. I like it a lot. Really just solid, plain, like, clean looking skin, honestly. I like it a lot. And the jacket style looks really cool on it too. The story looks cool too. That's not really what to say. Of course, I wanted like the more lackluster ones, I guess, of all of them, but still looks really cool. I'm probably gonna put him like above Cable, I guess, probably. Maybe switch to these two at least, but for now, this is probably fine. Daredevil. Outside of my hate for Daredevil because, like, freaking, little inside joke, but it's hate because, like, freaking, of the Snowball Rivals interaction.
Ooh, thanks, but, I've heard your music, and I think they're already suffering enough.
But outside of that, the skin looks really good. I like it a lot. Honestly, it looks really solid. I kind of wish, like, we got, like, a, updated, like, MCU version, or, like, a black suit version. Kind of wish we got that for, Born Again, but I guess we didn't, which sucks, but still looks really solid. I also like the, illustrated Daredevil one. We're gonna talk a little bit more about, like, pen and ink styles, like, later in the video, I guess, because we have, like, some pen and ink, like, Marvel skins we're able to get to, but this style, like, of Daredevil, like, just, like, shaded, darker red version of Daredevil looks really good. I'm probably gonna put this above. We'll put him, like, here for now, I guess. Then we got Ghost Rider. Honestly, I feel like this is, like, one of the more, like, I guess, hyped up, like, characters for, like, the Marvel season. Especially, like, just not, like, the ones, like, outside the Battle Pass, like, after we got, like, Blade, Daredevil, Silver Surfer, Ghost Rider, Black Widow, and Venom. I feel like Ghost Rider is probably, like, one of the top 3, like, people or ones, like, people were more excited for, like, later on. But he looks sick. I like the jacket, the head. I feel like Fortnite did, like, a really good job on, like, making with, like, the fire head and all that stuff. Looks really cool. Also like his glider. Let's just talk about the glider for a second. Like, look at that. That's insane. Honestly, really, 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 really good job, honestly. I like it a lot. Let's put it just above, like, put it, like below Daredevil, honestly. I feel like it's, like, a pretty good spot. Maybe switch some of these guys around. For now, it's probably fine. We got Black Widow's snowsuit, which I'm pretty sure is, like, based off her, MCU suit. Maybe, like, she, like, wore a snowsuit, like, in the comics. I don't really know. But, she looks fine. She looks good. I'm glad we got, like, a more updated version of Black Widow, honestly. I do still like the original Black Widow a little bit more, but I don't know, I might just lower her down a little bit, just because, like, she's not, like, really official, like, Marvel character or whatever. But she looks good. She looks, like, fine. I'm pretty sure they didn't use, like, Scarlett Johansson's, like, likeness for this, so kind of sucks for that. But we'll put her at here, I guess. Either here or here. I think that's fine. Alright, Venom. I remember everyone was going insane for this skin, like, when it first came out. Venom's honestly, like, probably more hype than, like, Ghost Rider, more hype than Black Widow, more hype than Daredevil, Blade, everyone else that, like, came out during this season. Because the Venom skin looks absolute sick. I like it a lot. Of course, like, it's one more, like, the bigger skin, which is, like, completely fine, obviously, but, honestly, this looks really, really solid. Really, really good. I mean, how do you really mess up, like, Venom, really? It's just, like, a freaking, like, big character, like, where, like, put, like, a bunch of, like, black symbiote, make, like, the symbol, like, on his chest, make, like, his eyes and, like, his mouth, and this his whole entire face, like, kind of creepy. That's really good. This style, not really that big of a fan of, but still looks really good in general, so, yeah, still, so, well, I had to put this, like, in the top, like, 5 or 10, like, I guess. We'll put this, like, put it here, I guess. You know, that's honestly really solid. Alright, then outside of the Marvel season, we had the next one, which was Black Panther. Honestly, really cool. I think it was supposed to come out during the, what was it? Or he's supposed to, like, maybe get a location during the Marvel season, but I think they delayed it because of the unfortunate passing of Chadwick Boseman, so, yeah. Really good that Marvel, or not Marvel, Epic really, like, just delayed that. But overall, this game looks really sick. I like the whole entire looks of it. I think they really, like, nailed the whole entire Black Panther thing. Also, the kinetic style looks really good too. I like it a lot. The glider's really sick. I like this one. I think that's a really good glider. It might be a little bit bulky, but it's still really good. Overall, I'm probably have to rate this skin, like, probably in the top 10 once again. Maybe above Black Widow. Probably. Maybe, like, above, maybe, yeah, that seems fine, honestly. I feel like at some point I'm probably just gonna, like, bump Black Widow down a little bit. She's still like a really solid skin, but doesn't really think she deserves to be in the top 10, honestly. We also had other skins. We had the Captain Marvel skin. I do like this a little bit. I feel like the skin looks really good. The empowered version looks really good and cool too. Like with her glowing and all that stuff. Her glider is cool too, although it is like reactive to her only, which kind of sucks. That's whatever. Overwatch looks good in general. We'll probably put this like below Doom, honestly, or actually put this above Doom. Maybe. Yeah, I'll play her below Doom. That's good enough. Alright, then we probably got the weakest one out of the whole entire pack, being Taskmaster. We didn't really get anything, I guess, other than like a backbling pickaxe, but the skin still looks really sick. I like it. The design looks really good. Like this, not really that hard to like really butcher him, I guess, other than like the face or whatever. But honestly, don't really have much to say about him. I just think he looks like really fine, I guess. Probably still like the weakest out of them all, but I'm probably put this like below here, I guess. You know, it sucks that like these guys are like the bottom tier, but I'm sure it's gonna be like one worse than these guys. And then next up we have the Ant-Man skin. I'm not really that big of a fan of this skin either. I do like the look of it. I feel like it looks really good, but... And I feel like the MCU version would have been a lot more better. I feel like there are like a lot of skins in the game that I feel like would have looked better if like it was the MCU. Or the MCU version, I guess. But right now, we just don't have a MCU version of Ant-Man, sadly. But... Skin still looks fine. I'm not really that big of a fan of it, so I'm probably going to put this like... It is better than Taskmaster though, but we'll put him above. Put him here probably, I guess, for now. One thing I'm probably gonna like change everything like every once in a while or whatever. Maybe at the end, we'll have to see. Oh, we have Thanos. Really, honestly, like a really big, once again, like popular character to like come out and people want. Honestly, like Ozzy, it's freaking Thanos. Really cool. After like 2 times of being in the game before with like the Endgame and Infinity War teams, you finally get him as a skin. Really cool looking skin. I also like how they base it off like the Endgame look, which is really cool compared to like using like his comic book style or whatever. So really happy they did that. I feel like that's a really good choice to do. So yeah, but I guess we'll put this in. We'll put him like probably top 10 or so, I guess, just because like he's another like really good pick. We'll put him above. We'll put him like above Wolverine, honestly, I guess. Or put him like above like Black Widow. This Black Widow's gonna get like probably bumped down somewhere. In fact, let's do that now. We'll put Black Widow, even though like she's a really good-looking skin. We'll put her here, I guess. The original's like obviously better, but it's not really that big of a fan of it still. You might also bump Groot up a little bit. Pump him like here, I guess. Alright, then we have Loki, which I'm pretty sure this one was based off the MCU. Like, the Avengers movie was really cool. He looks fine. Not really that big of a fan of, like, his face, I guess. I feel like it looks like a little... I don't want to say off, but, like, looks a little bit, like, weird, I guess, kind of. Overall, the whole entire outfit looks really good. I'm probably going to rank him above, like... probably here, I guess. We have Gamora, which they used her MCU or her comic book style, which I'm not really that big of a fan of. I feel like it looks like pretty basic, I guess. And I wouldn't be surprised if we want to get like a MCU skin for her at some point to like, finish off the Guardians, which we'll get to eventually. But we'll put her at like here, I guess. I do like Ant-Man a little bit better though. And honestly, do kind of like Thor, Silver Surfer a little bit more. So yeah, I would do that. I guess this is like a fine ranking. Shang-Chi. Let me just tell you this: how disappointed I was when like the skin got announced and like it wasn't like the MCU Shang-Chi. I feel like they missed had such a good opportunity to make like MCU Shang-Chi, make like the 5 rings a weapon or like a pickaxe would be really good, like a dual wield pickaxe, like with the freaking 5 rings or the 10 rings, 5 rings on each side, like you like swing it. I feel like that'd be like a super good pickaxe. I'm so disappointed we didn't get it. Not only that, I feel like getting what's his name, Simu Liu or whatever, Simu Liu. I'm blanking. I'm also kind of tired, honestly, but I feel like that'd be like a really like human like just be a really good Fortnite skin. I guess like the best way to put it, and it's honestly like make the Shang-Chi skin like look really good. So I might have to put this like I honestly might have to put this at the bottom. Just don't really feel like there's anything really special with like the Shang-Chi skin, honestly. And I would have like 100% prefer like an MCU skin once again. That sucks, but it's whatever. Moving on to this, we have Carnage, which is from the Venom movie. Venom would be Carnage. He looks good. Honestly, I feel like it's like a kind of simple skin, honestly, but I think he still looks like really good. You know, it's a Maximum Carnage, so it doesn't really change anything, I guess, other than does that, I guess. But once again, just not really. I want to say basic because of course like they had to put some work into it for like the the texture and all that stuff, but we'll put him at we'll put him like above Blade and Domino though, I guess. Just because. Alright, then we have Eddie Brock or Venom from the Let There Be or from like just the Venom movies in general. I feel like they did really good. It literally looks like what's his name? I'm blanking. It looks really like Tom Hardy. I feel like the skin looks like really good. And then like the Venom they have, I feel like compared to like the bigger Venom we got like last season or a few seasons ago from this time, I feel like this one looks still like really solid. And I feel like a lot of people will say like it looks kind of better. I feel like some people might be a little bit biased towards like the new from like the older Venom just because like how big he is and all that stuff. But I'm gonna put this like pretty high on the list. I like this skin a lot. We're probably gonna put this like above swim here, I guess. Honestly, it's like really cool. Then we have Phoenix or Dark Phoenix. If I remember correctly, this is a collab that came out of nowhere. Honestly, I think she looks fine. Looks kind of simple, honestly, I guess, but it's whatever, I guess. Honestly, might have to put her like a little bit low on the list. Probably put her here, I guess. A little bit better than Silver Surfer, but worse than Thor, in my opinion. And then the final Marvel skin that we got for Chapter 2, we have Nick Fury. Honestly, ending off with like a really solid bang, I guess. But, it looks good. I do like his skin a lot. I feel like it looks like really just simple. Getting Nick Fury in the game is also like really cool, too. So, that's something. We'll probably put him... I'll put him above... Probably put him like here, I guess, so probably here actually. Moving on to the big one, we have Spider-Man. Getting Spider-Man in the game after like what 5 years about of Fortnite like being out is honestly like really insane. I do think the skin looks really, really, really good. I mean, how do you really miss up Spider-Man, I guess? But honestly, just like the skin looks really insane, especially for like the first Spider-Man we got. Yeah. We get like a lot. I think they did like a really good job making Spider-Man. Also, the sauce we got Symbiote Spider-Man, which is a really good touch. Future Foundation Spider-Man looks really cool. The the built-in emo we got is really cool too. Also, rest of the set's like fine, I guess. This is probably like one of like the not the worst Spider-Man pickaxe we got, I guess. Backwing's really cool too. The Glide's really cool too. Of course, we're only ranking it off like the base skin, I guess, but honestly, it's solid. Probably have to put it like number 1, I guess. It's like a really good skin. Once again, getting like Spider-Man in the game was insane back then. Now we get one like every freaking few months. Speaking of that, we didn't stop yet because we have Spider-Man No Way Home skins where we have MJ and Tom Holland Spider-Man. Let's talk about the Spider-Man No Way Home one first. I feel like this one like kind of like topples like the main like Spider-Man skin, honestly. Like being able to like have mask and unmask Tom Holland's really cool. The skin looks really cool, especially like based off like the actual like MCU Tom Holland, of course, like based off No Way Home. Really cool. Getting the black and gold suit is really cool too. I feel like that's something that like, we didn't really need to get, but I feel like it's like also a cherry on top and honestly looks really good. But honestly, just like being able to like unmask Tom Holland or just unmask Spider-Man, make it like or be like Tom Holland Spider-Man is really cool. Also, just like in general, like the skin looks really good on both like the red and black and also the black and gold. Probably had to put this. I might have to put this like above like regular Spider-Man. That might be a little bit of a hot take, but honestly, really good. MJ on the other hand, I mean, I'm glad they used like Zendaya's like likeness, was really cool. Honestly, we also have like another Zendaya skin. We had the Dune skin too, which that was cool too. I'm not really that big of a fan of Dune, but really cool. Although she is like the weaker one of like the two, honestly, I feel like a lot more people care about Spider-Man, obviously, but she looks fine. She looks good. She's just kind of like in basic clothing, which honestly, what do you expect from MJ, honestly? But we'll probably put this like, I'll probably put this like, I mean, do I really think it's like that bad? I do feel like it's like not the best, but we'll probably put it like here, I guess. Then kind of separating these two. Honestly, might have to put this like probably above Silver Surfer, I guess. Maybe above like Phoenix, I guess. This seems not fair. I don't know if I'm gonna get hate for that or not, but whatever. Then we also have Kate Bishop and Clint, which we got. One thing I'm kind of disappointed we didn't get like MCU one. I feel like getting Kate Bishop or Haley Stanfield and getting Jerry Renner Hawkeye would be really cool. Like, I'm not that big of a fan of like this Hawkeye skin. I feel like he looks like really off. Like, who is that? Kate Bishop, she looks a little bit more like, I guess, quote unquote normal compared to the show. Probably not really now I think about it, because like, of course they didn't use like her likeness, but I mean, I feel like they use like the same like suits, but the faces like just no. Okay, well I got my rankings for that. We're gonna put Hawkeye probably. I mean, he's like probably like one of the lower tier ones. Honestly, I just don't really like the face. The outfit's really cool though, but I'll probably put this like above at least. Here actually, Haley or Kate Bishop on the other hand, unbiased aside, honestly, we'll put here, honestly. I feel like she's like a lot more. She looks a lot better than a Hawkeye, in my opinion, though. That's just me. Green Goblin. Really insane that we got him. Of course, a lot of people cared mostly about like his glider, like just being able to like ride the Goblin glider is really cool. I like that a lot. But talking about the skin, of course they use like his comic book design, which is fine. He looks so like really good though. Just not really that big of a fan of it compared to like just other stuff, but it's fine. We'll probably put this like above, or just put, I don't know, I keep saying put this above. We'll put this right here. I feel like that's like pretty likely, I guess. Rogue and Gambit actually. Gambit looks good. I like it. I like the design a lot, honestly. Like, kind of looks a little bit basic, I guess, with like the just basic clothes, but looks fine. It's Gambit. Rogue, once again, looks really good too. Don't really have much to say about them, but I feel like they just look really solid, honestly. Probably put Rogue. Let's put Rogue here, and honestly put Gambit probably here. This seems kind of fair. Kind of feel bad for like separating them or whatever, but it's fine. Then we also have Doctor Strange, which we got next season. He looks good. That's all I really have to say, honestly, but I feel like he looks like pretty fine. I can't really tell if they use like the MCU style or they use like the comic book style, but either way, he just looks pretty good, honestly. We'll put him probably. Put him here, honestly, I guess. That seems about fair. MJ. Kind of weird they added her like a season later, but, or not MJ, Mary Jane Watson. Either way, still looks really solid. This seems like a really like simple design though. I do like the heart on like the Spider-Man heart on her shirt. Looks really good. I do feel like they like did really well on her design. Really, like the red hair and like the face look really good. The rest of the outfit looks really good too, like the coat and the heart and the pants. Really solid. Probably put her like at least around here, I guess. Put her like probably here, I guess, honestly. I don't feel like no one really wears her. Prowler. Kind of seen that we got Prowler before like Miles or whatever, but he looks good. I like the design a lot. I feel like it looks like fine and good. Not much else to say about this, but we'll put him at least right Put him here above Rogue and like below Doom. And then after that we have Moon Knight, which is based off the TV show, which I'm honestly like super glad about. I feel like if they didn't like base off the TV show, a lot of people will be disappointed. All different styles we got too, like the Cape Off's Moon Knight. I felt was the worst one, but getting Mr. Knight in the game, really like honestly a really like surprising thing we got. And I feel like the skin looks really good. All like the detail and like all like the colors and looks of like the regular Moon Knight skin look really good. Mr. Knight looks really like solid too. The design looks really good. Honestly, might have to put him like in the top 10 at least. So I'll probably put him like honestly might have to put him like here too, honestly, above like Wolverine. Then we had Scarlet Witch, what they based off her Multiverse of Madness design. Not that big of a fan of that being like based off that kind of. I feel like I would rather like Age of Ultron or just like any other like Avengers movie or just any other like thing that freaking Scarlet Witch was in, rather than her Multiverse of Madness one. So pretty happy we got it though, honestly. Maybe we'll get it for the Age of Ultron collab or perhaps the Doomsday thing that we're getting, but this is what I have to do for now. I can't really tell if they used like Elizabeth Olsen's face though. Did they? I don't know. The skin still looks really solid though. Probably put this like at least above Psylocke, honestly. I feel like that's like pretty solid still. How many times have I said really pretty solid, honestly? I don't know. Then we have Spider-Man Zero, which was Spider-Man based off the Marvel Zero Point or Zero War, whatever one it was, I forgot. Comic books that they released. Not that big of a fan of his design, honestly. I feel like it's kind of like scuffed, honestly. I mean, I like the uniqueness of it, really, but honestly, just not that big of a fan of it. I'm probably gonna put this like probably pretty low on the list, but we'll put it like at least above. Not my first Spider-Man skin I honestly want to wear. Probably like my least favorite one or my least one I want to wear. So we'll probably put it like here, I guess. Honestly, actually, we'll put it here. Then we also have Mighty Thor and Thor Odinson, which I'm pretty sure they both based off like the Thor movie, the Thor Love and Thunder movie. But I'm not really that big of a fan of Thor like having this whole entire look. I know it was like based off like the look during the movie. I'm kind of sad they didn't like add a helmet off style though. That's kind of sucks though, because now all we have is like the full chart style and we have cape on, cape off. Honestly, this would rather like a helmet off style, which kind of sucks. Same thing for Jane or freaking Mighty Thor though. Honestly, like they have the same styles, but I'm not really that big of a fan of it. We're probably gonna have to put this Thor like at least. It is definitely better than, actually no, I'd rather wear the other Thor, honestly. Or would I? No, I'd rather wear like the original Thor, honestly. So I'm probably gonna put this like above or below Taskmaster, honestly. And for Mighty Thor, I feel like she looks a little bit better, but still not that good in my opinion. So I'll probably put her like below freaking. Put her here, honestly. I don't know. I might also change like the Thor Odinson like place, honestly, but that's it for now, I guess. Going back to Zero War, we have Wolverine. Once again, not really that big of a fan of his design, I guess. Like, I just don't really like the whole entire look of him. I feel like it's a little bit better than like Spider-Man's, kind of like based off like the Logan style, I guess. But I'll probably put this like above. Put him here, honestly, I guess. I feel that's like pretty fair. Just like I just not that big of a fan of his look though. The eye patch is cool. Him being like maskless is cool, but just not that big of a fan, honestly. Then we have Spider-Gwen. She looks really good. I like the whole entire like comic look, or like the Across the Spider-Verse look that they gave her was really cool. Having helmet off or the mask off is really cool. I think she looks really good too. I'm probably gonna put it at least. It's better than the Prowler skin. I'll give it that. I'll probably put it like at least like here. So honestly, just once again, good. Then we have Iron Man Zero. I guess like this is like the equivalent of like Hulkbuster, like the closest we could get like in Fortnite. But the customizability in this is really cool. Probably better than like all the other Zero War skins, honestly. I like the 7-star, looks really cool. The helmet on, helmet off is really cool. Like seeing Iron Man's really cool. Then also getting like the visor, like changing is really cool. Is it still like really good though? I wouldn't say it's like the best, but definitely better than like the other Zero War skins. So I'm probably gonna put this like around here. I feel like it's still like on this like the same like kind of like tier as Wolverine Zero, but slightly better. Also, another thing is like the bigness, I guess. Like the point, like the POV is probably like super terrible, or FOV, not POV. FOV is like really terrible, but it's whatever, honestly. We have X-23, which is a random skin that we got, but she looks fine, honestly. Not like that big of a fan of like her look, but I feel like it's fine. Also got like our first like pickaxes that are usable for anyone, I'm pretty sure, so that's a solid. But of course it's not really Wolverine's freaking claws, but we'll have to put her at least at, probably put her like right, like around here, I guess, honestly, though. We got Hulk, which I'm pretty sure by that time we finished all the Avengers. We already had Iron Man, we had Captain America, we had Hawkeye, we had Black Widow, and we had Thor, so Hulk was like the last one missing, so that's really cool. You know, skin looks really cool. I mean, you can't really like mess up Hulk though. It's comic book skin, which is fine. Recruit Hulk, I'm not really that big of a fan of a style, but let's talk about the pickaxe real fast. You get to like clip a spray on it, which is really cool. Anyway, moving after this, really solid skin. Probably can put this like high up on the list because once again, getting Hulk was really like insane to like finish the whole entire Avengers, but also just in general, really solid looking skin. We'll put this above. Put it here, I guess. That's fine. Then we had Captain America Sam Wilson, which is a really cool collab. A really cool skin that we got. Getting Sam Wilson, especially like another MCU skin, is really cool too. Getting another like shield. The whole entire set's really cool. The skin looks really cool. I can't really tell if they use like Anthony Mackie's no, I think it's a freaking sun meme. God damn it. I can't really tell like if they like use his likeness or not, but if they didn't, the skin looks really good. So probably put this like at least, I don't know how many times I said that. We'll put this like at put it here, honestly. I feel like that's like pretty good still. Then moving on, or not really moving on, but changing subject a little bit, we have Bright Star, which is another OC character compared to like Cuddlepool and Ravenpool or whatever. I think he looks fine. I'm not really like that big of a fan of her, honestly. I also like the customizability for her, like the Bright Star and the Bomber Star, and also like changing the colors on like on her skin, like from like the rainbow one to red, white, and blue is really cool. Definitely probably better than these guys at least. I'll give that. But I feel like it's probably like a little bit better than these guys at least. That's it. All right, we got our first Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse collab. We got Miles, which was long awaited. He looks really cool. I like the cell shading on him a little bit. Makes it look like he came from the Across the Spider-Verse movie, which is really cool. Also getting the styles, like getting like mask off Miles looks really cool. He looks really like accurate, honestly, which is really cool. Honestly, I had to put him like pretty high on the list. I'll probably put him above. I'll put him like here, honestly. I feel like that's like really good for him. You know, like Miles like a really like cool addition or whatever to like the roster, I guess. This skin looks really good. So that's a really good list, or a really good spot. Then we have Spider-Man 2099, which is still like really good though. The whole entire like design of it, the blue cell shading and like the red on it, it's really cool. Keeping like the Spider-Verse like kind of art style design is really cool. He's also kind of cheeked up, like goddamn, look at that. I'm gonna put this below or above Prowler, honestly. I thought it's like really solid. I'm kind of sad that we didn't get like Across the Spider-Verse or Spider-Verse like Prowler, honestly. Well, we got like the rest of like the Spider-Verse cast. Like we'll talk a little more about like everyone else, of course, but guys, that we didn't get like Prowler Across the Spider-Verse or Prowler like Into the Spider-Verse, whatever one it is. I don't freaking care. We have Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Young Groot, Mantis, and Drax. Really cool. Just to like finish off at the Guardians of the Galaxy, which is really cool. I feel like all the skins look really good. Drax looks like Drax looks really cool. Mantis looks cool. I like that a lot. And then we also have Groot, which was a weird addition, but also like he looks good. We'll probably put like all of them. I just have to go one by one. Mantis will put Elise right. We'll put her above Rogue. Young Groot will probably put like Elise. We'll put him right here, honestly. Drax will put right. Probably like above Mantis somewhere, so we'll put her, Drax. Like, put him here, honestly. Look, really solid skin, like, still. Drax is probably, like, the best one of, like, all of them. Either that or Mantis, but really cool. Then we also have Sicarian Hulk. Really weird collab. I honestly prefer, like, regular Hulk, though, honestly. Not like I hate this or whatever, but just prefer regular Hulk, though. We'll put Sakaar Hulk, like, here, probably. I feel like it's like a pretty... Actually, hold on a second. I feel like this is like more solid spot, honestly. It's not really that big of a fan of like the Sakaar version. Now, Hela, on the other hand, I feel like they like did Hela like super good. I do kind of wish we got like a unmasked Hela. I feel like getting like her hair like as like an actual like style or whatever would be really cool. Sadly, we didn't. But we are gonna be putting her. Actually, let's talk about this style. Yeah, it's fine. We'll put Hela, put her here. Then we got Loki from the Loki season 2 series. On this look, I think I like this one like a little bit more than like regular Loki. I can't really tell if like they used like Tom Hiddleston's like likeness. I don't think they did. Like, what is that? We'll put him probably. That's not Loki. He's like slightly better than like the original Loki, honestly, in my opinion. Now it might change though, but put him here, honestly, I guess. That seems probably fair right here. Sylvie, on the other hand, she looks really good too. Once again, not really that big of a fan of her though, but we'll put her probably. That's not. Put her here, honestly, I guess. Alright, next up we got Magneto. Now let's just talk about this real fast. I'm not that big of a fan of Wastelander Magneto. Like, I don't know if like if that's like this original like, I guess quote unquote concept made by Epic or not, or like that's like an actual like Magneto comic book variant or whatever. But it's not like that big of a fan of it. I am glad we did get like regular Magneto, like just the pink and purple one, and also glad we got like helmet on, helmet off Magneto too. That's really something. But we'll put Magneto. I mean, he still looks like really good though. Put him like at least like right. Oh, I'm doob. Alright, then we have our first pen and ink like Marvel skins. We have Deadpool pen and ink, where we got mask down and mask up, where we see a little bit of his face, and we also see arrowed in and arrowed out. Then we have full thoughts on this like after I talk about both of them. Then we got Wolverine pen and ink, where we have the style. Listen, I'm not like that big of a fan of pen and ink. I feel like I said that before on my channel, honestly, but just don't really like it that much. I just don't really like the art style on them. I just feel like, I mean, Deadpool looks okay, I guess. But Wolverine, on the other hand, like, I don't know what the hell they did to him, but I just feel like they like massacred him, honestly. We'll put Deadpool. He's not as good as like the original Deadpool though. I'll give him that. We'll put Deadpool like probably. Yeah, here that seems about fair. And Wolverine pen and ink we'll probably put like freaking. Once again, I'm not really that big a fan of, so we'll put him like. Put him here, honestly. Yeah, seems about fair. Look, I'm not anything against like pen and ink, honestly. I feel like sometimes like they do like pen and ink like really good, but I feel like this is like just a rare like instance like where pen and ink, or not rare really, but common instance like where pen and ink isn't really that good, and I feel like the original one did better. What's kind of sucks because like both Deadpool and Wolverine were both like part of a battle pass, which means that these are like the only like pen and ink like battle pass, or like which means like these are the only like Deadpool and Wolverine you guys can get if you guys don't own the battle pass, which sucks. Man, maybe I can release another Deadpool Wolverine or something, but just not really that big of a fan of them. Alright, then we have Jubilee, Cable, and Cyclops. I'm honestly glad we got like Cyclops after a while. I feel like Cyclops is like a really common and really known, so he honestly looks really good, honestly too. I feel like they did him like really well. Colossus looks cool too. I like him a lot. He looks like really good. How do you really like mess him up, honestly? Jubilee, on the other hand, it's not like that really big of a fan of her face, honestly. I just feel like they did like her kind of bad, but she still looks really good though. We'll put Cyclops like at least. We'll put him here, probably right here. We'll put Colossus right here, and we'll put Jubilee right here. Well, it's not my fault. I mean, I like Jubilee. I feel like she's really good. But the skin just, I don't know, there's something about it. Alright, moving into the chapter, into like the absolute Doom one, we're gonna start off with Emma Frost. I feel like they did her like really well, honestly. I feel like she looks like pretty. What? I feel like they did her well. We're gonna put her, also I like her diamond form. She looks really good. And this one's really cool too. But we'll put her at least in, put her here, honestly, I guess. Gwenpool, I feel like they did like really good. I like the cell shading like on her. I feel like that did really good. But also like getting like the ability to like uncell shade her is really solid too. Also like all like the stuff they gave her, like this style and this style, accessories on and off and all that stuff. I feel like they did like pretty good on. We'll put her like probably put her here, honestly. That's fair. Getting War Machine in the game is really cool too. I also liked how they gave him like the Iron Patriot style, which is really cool. But I'm masking him. I don't know. I honestly expecting Rhodey from like the comics, but that's just me. But I don't know. It just kind of caught me off guard like when I first saw him. Oh, our skins looks really good still. Glad we got Rhodey and War Machine in the game finally. So we'll put him. Yeah, it's fair. All right, Shuri. I think they didn't like did really good on Shuri. Honestly, I like the Black Panther version of Shuri. Like the way she looks really good. Also doing how do I take off like their activity? That's how we do it. This style looks cool. I like this a lot. This one looks really cool too. They also kind of cope with her face. Honestly, I feel like she looks really good like in general. We'll put her at least in. Probably put her here on, I guess, honestly. I just feel like they did like the original Black Panther like a little bit better, though. Then we have Mysterio. I feel like he looks like really good too. I mean, I feel like he's kind of plain. Not really that big of a fan of him though, but he looks fine. We'll put him like probably put him here. That's fair. Let's just get this out of the way. Captain Jones. Captain Jones is probably like the weakest one of the whole entire battle pass. I don't think that's a freaking question. This freaking OC character, I guess. He does look fine, honestly. Just wasn't really expecting like Jonesy to like really become like Captain America, I guess. But we'll put him like. I do like Bright Star a little bit better, so we'll put him like here, I guess. That's fair. All right. The other OC character, Peelerine. At least I think this one's a little bit funny, I guess. Like, it's like one of those mean characters, kind of like how Call Team, our Deadpool team leader, or Raven team leader, or even freaking Bright Star. I mean, it's like more like funny, I guess. Still not really that big of a fan of, but I guess this is probably better than like Jonesy, but Bright Star's probably better, I guess. Actually, I was that back. This is the ranking of the freaking OC characters. Got it. Doom. I like the original Doom better. I'm just not really a big of a fan of like this whole entire design for him. Although I do kind of like the Pandora style for him. I feel like that looks really good. But I would probably rather just wear like regular Doom if I had the choice to. That's not Doom. We'll put him probably. I also don't like if like this Doom is like based off anything though. Like if it's like based off the comics or not. Like this is like just for or like Fortnite's like vision of Doom or not. But we'll put him like probably put him here, honestly, I guess. Here, that's actually more fair. Then we have Iron Spider, or I think at this point like our like 4th or something Spider-Man reskin. I like it. I like the shininess of the skin. I feel like the gold and the red like look really good on the skin, like the shininess in general. Also like how we got the mask off style. Not really that big of a fan of the face though. I don't know. This is me, but still looks really solid. We'll probably put this at least at, put it here. All right, then we got another OC character. We got Meowth. What the hell is that? Kind of sad we got like this like version, I guess, quote unquote version of Sabretooth before like the actual like Sabretooth skin. Kind of insane. Not that big of a fan of it though. I'll put it like probably, honestly it might be worse than Shang-Chi. Actually I doubt that, but put it here. Alright, we got Black Cat added to the game. I think they look, they're like really good on her. Mask off looks like a little weird on her, but mask on looks really good. And I think she looks good in general. I'm not a simp, I promise. We'll put her at least in here. That seems freaking fine for me. Then we have Iron Man Mark 45. This is the Age of Ultron. I'm pretty sure suit for Iron Man. I don't really think this was really needed, I guess. I guess it's a good thing that we have like another version of like Iron Man, I guess, which is really good. But overall, I guess it looks fine. I do think like the suit does look like worse than like the actual like Iron Man suit though. But we'll probably put him at least like, we'll put him like above, actually we'll put him like below Iron Spider, and we'll also put him like probably here. It is good that they released it because I'm pretty sure it's also like the first like Iron Man reskin, or like the first like Iron Man like skin after like the original like Tony Stark one. So actually gave people like a way to get Iron Man, which is really cool. Another OC character, we got Durburger for Ghost Rider. Hate it. I've had this is probably like the worst one. Is it worse or better than Meowscles? Probably slightly better, I guess. We'll put. But it's not really that big a fan of the OC characters, I guess. That's just me. Or like the Fortnite mashups. Alright, we're almost done. Weapon X. Looks good. I'm pretty sure it's like our first or like our third version of Wolverine that we got after like the Wolverine skin from the Battle Pass. After like the pen and ink one, so that's really cool. It's fine, honestly. Just don't really see like how it's really necessary to like add this version of Wolverine to the game or whatever, but it's fine. We'll put him like probably put him here. Alright, Mephisto. He looks fine. Honestly a little bit bland, I guess though, but he does like look good and unique, I guess, in that sort of sense. So we'll put Mephisto probably here. Actually, I don't know about that. Put it here. Spider-Woman. I think she looks good. Really kind of like, I don't want to say unnecessary, but it's honestly feel like it was like kind of random though. Also like the webbing on and webbing off like kind of style for her, but other than that, this is like not really anything for her. We'll put her like probably below Jubilee, I guess. Probably like also below like Cable, I guess, at least. Alright, we got our collabs for Venom. What was the last one? Last Dance? Yeah. I think She-Venom looks good. I feel like it's like a little bit like bland though, and I'm also like still confused, like, well, including Agony too. I think Agony looks pretty good too, I guess. I'm not really that big of a fan of either of them, but honestly it's finally like super random that they chose these two skins out of all like the skins for this movie, especially considering I'm pretty sure like both of them had like probably maximum like 10 seconds of screen time in the movie. If you guys haven't seen the movie, but they look fun, honestly, at least for the collab. Probably still gonna rank them like pretty low though, because like who really cares about them? I'll put She-Venom probably, put She-Venom here, and also put like Agony probably like here, I guess. Let's put them next to each other because like who really cares about them? I think this is our last mashup. Hallelujah. We got Fistful. You know, at least this was like probably the funniest one we got like so far. At least this season. So we'll put him at least right put it here, I guess. I mean, honestly, if I don't put it here, then like all the Deadpools are separated, but we'll put it like fine, we'll do that. Alright, moving on from that, we have Peter B. Parker from the Spider-Verse movies. I feel like this is another random collab that we don't really need, but you know, getting Peter B. Parker in the game is like really cool though. Not really that big of a fan of like what he's wearing. I would have like rather like maybe him like remove the robe or have like the option remove the robe, and also would rather like I was getting like the actual like Spider-Man version from like the Spider-Verse movies. I feel like that would have been really cool. But I'll rate Peter B. Parker probably around. We'll put it here. Now on the other sides, we also have Spider-Man Noir, which is actually a really cool skin. I like the design of him. Obviously, it looks like super like I guess accurate to the movie. Also, this looks super cool with like the cell shading and like also like the shadow like kind of added to it. So I did like a really good job on him. I'm probably gonna put this like at least like pretty high on the list. I'll put him probably higher than at least Gwenpool. And then also Spider-Punk, which I feel like looks once again super cool. Also like all the customizability for him, like being able to like outline him, add like the actual like mask on, and also like the mask off looks really cool. Behind like the outline to all like the stuff, just honestly like a really cool skin. The cell shading looks cool. Also like a really cool like character in the movie too. If you guys haven't seen Spider-Verse. But honestly, I had to rank him like kind of close to Noir. I'd probably put him like at least like above Gwenpool. I kind of like want to put these guys like next to each other because I feel like they're cool. Honestly, I had to put Spider-Punk like right next to or above Spider-Noir. I feel like they killed him with both those skins. Peter B. Parker on the other hand,
it's the biggest piece of dog shit.
Alright, this one's controversial. I feel like I said this like plenty of times, but Dune 2099. This was the collab that they did with Marvel Rivals when the game first dropped. And let's just say this, I don't know how many times I said this on my channel, and I'm gonna like keep like repeating this over and over again. But I hate how like they chose freaking Dune 2099. I feel like there's so many like other good characters we could have gotten from Marvel Rivals. Especially for like the first collab, we could have gotten like another Spider-Man, Iron Man, Luna Snow, Magic, Jeff. Anyone else in like the freaking Marvel Rivals form or whatever, but we ended up getting freaking Dune 2099, which I just feel like is such a bad opportunity, especially considering like he's not even like a playable character in the game. At least from the time we're recording this, I know he's gonna get added like in a few seasons or so, and I just don't really think it was really like a good idea for like Dune 2099 to be like the character they had from Marvel Rivals to Fortnite. There's like just so many other better options, especially like from like looking at the season 0 roster. I feel like they had like a lot more better options, like just anyone. Like of course like a lot of these people like weren't adding like in season like 0 or whatever, but Adam Warlock would have been really cool to get. Iron Fist would have been cool to get. Penny Parker, Namor, Squirrel Girl, Winter Soldier, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Scarlet Witch, Luna Snow. We'll talk a little bit about later because I have a little bit of bias against that. Cap, any of the Avengers, is anyone else other than Doom? Because like I just don't understand like what the point of like him adding like a non-playable character to a game. I just don't understand the point of that, and I hate it. I do feel like the skin looks good though. He's a little bulky, but honestly, this might be worse than like the freaking other Doom skin they added. I'll probably put this like pretty low on the list. I think I'll put this at the bottom of the list. It's worse than the freaking Shang-Chi skin. I feel like they can like freaking fail so hard in the Marvel Rivals collab, and I hate it a lot. Just super unnecessary. I hate it. Sorry guys, I don't know, a little heated back there. Moving on. Then we also have our another Iron Man skin that we got. We got this Iron Man. This one's super cool. This one's like honestly customizable a lot. We have styles on styles and colors on colors. We have Alpha, we have Prime, we have Ultimate, and then we also have Classic. Then we have colors, we have Red and Gold, Model 39, Model 42, and then Model Doom. I feel like this is like honestly like one of the cooler Iron Man skins they added, other than like probably the original. And one we're going to talk about later, which you guys probably don't know by now, but really cool skin. I like the customizability. I like the look of it. I like how you're able to like change like all the colors of it, and like also like all like the different models of it. That's really like cool and unique. I'll probably put this like at least. Honestly, when I put this like here, I guess honestly, I feel that's like kind of fair. Although these are like our like what 3rd or 4th Iron Man we got by the time. I feel like it's like honestly like one of the cooler Iron Man skins we got, but nothing will honestly beat the original. Then we got Thunderbolts collab. We got White Widow pen and ink with the mask on style. And we got Winter Soldier penning with the mask on, mask off style. And we're going to talk about this again because I hate it, but I hate how they didn't use like the actual like models and not like penning styles. Like, I don't know why why they did that in the first place. But freaking Bucky, this looks so weird to me, honestly. I mean, honestly, they didn't use like the likeness of like Florence Pugh and Sebastian Shaw. Sebastian Stan. What am I saying? Sebastian Shaw for whatever. I just feel like it would have been like 100% more better if it was the actual collab from the movie and they use like the actual like rights to the characters and like the actress and actor. But sadly, didn't. I do feel like this looks like a little bit like this looks a lot more better than Wolverine though, at least. That's something, but I'm gonna put this probably around. We'll put White Widow, right? And we'll put Bucky probably here, I guess. Alright, then we have our collab with the Fantastic Four. We have all the skins. We have Sue, we have Reed, we have Johnny, and we also have Thing, or Ben. I feel like all the skins look really good though. Like they use like the actual like likeness of all the actress and actor, or actress and actor and actress, actors and god. Whatever. Either way, they use all like that. Like use all like the people, or like use all the actors and actresses, which was really cool. Kind of happy they did that. Johnny getting like a flame on style, though it's kind of disappointing. Like how like he's not really like fully on fire, but it's whatever. I do feel like it was kind of like that during the movie though. And Ben getting like a naked style is really cool. I feel like they kind of nail the skins in general, but how they do in general, honestly don't really know like which one they did like the worst though. I feel like they kind of did like an equally good job on all of them. I feel like the worst one might be Invisible Woman, I guess. I don't know. I'm probably gonna put like Invisible Woman like probably the worst, I guess. Although like all the skins like look look really good, have like the details of all the people, but I don't know, I can't really tell. But we'll put Invisible Woman here, Mr. Fantastic here. We'll put Johnny probably like not that far away from Invisible Woman. I feel like probably put them like here, I guess. And then Thing we'll put here. I feel like they did like the best job with like Mr. Fantastic and Thing. It was not really that hard to like really do Thing because I don't really have to like do anything with him other than like shape him or whatever, but it's just good. Kind of. I just feel kind of wrong to like have them like kind of separated like this, but alright, the big one, at least for me, we have Magic and we have Luna Snow. Now, bias aside, I'm gonna be completely real. If you guys don't know, over the past like year or so, like starting like January of last year, I did a video, or I was making a video like where I saw or tried to see like if making a Twitter account actually works for like getting your collab in Fortnite or whatever. And I chose Luna Snow to try and get like the account in Fortnite, and let's just say it worked. I'm super happy it actually worked. I actually like the character a lot from Marvel Rivals. I feel like she's really cool. I knew her a little bit like before Marvel Rivals from like Future Fight or whatever, which is really cool. I feel like she's like a really underrated superhero though. But I guess the one thing that's like kind of bad about this collab is that it's not like Marvel Rivals, which was apparently leaked to be like Marvel Rivals collab, but it wasn't. I still feel like they did like a really good job on both Luna and Magic though. I feel like both of them like look really, really good. I like it a lot. I like them. How do I deal with being biased though? I don't know, that's my list. Who cares? We're gonna put freaking Luna Snow in S tier, or number 1. And we'll put Magic probably like, I'll give Magic top 10 at least. Top 10, top 1, top 15, something like that. We'll put her below Magic, or Wolverine, sorry. Alright, but in all seriousness, I'm not gonna do that. I'm probably gonna put her like at least like put her above Magic though. If that was like honestly like a really good list though. But I honestly feel like a lot of people will be like, oh, it's not like freaking count, it's not more Rose accurate, it's gonna look buns. It's not even that bad though. I do feel like I'm still like a little bit disappointed that they didn't do like Mara Rivals collab, but I feel like she still looks like super good in general. In my opinion, I like it a lot. So unbiased gamer side, screw you. Alright, moving on. Next up we have our Iron Man skins, our MCU Iron Man Captain America skin, where we have Iron Man Avengers and Captain America Avengers. really good skins. I feel like they did like a really good job on this one. I feel like he might be a little bit like he might be better than like the originals. I'll put it that way. I'm probably gonna put like Iron Man like above Tony Stark Iron Man and Captain America above Captain America one because I feel like they did like better on them in general. I'm honestly gonna like reorganize it a little bit at the end, but I feel like that's like pretty fair for it. And then our final two skins, we have Punisher from No Way Home or Brand New Day, and we have Spider-Man from Brand New Day, which I feel like they didn't do. Like I feel like the skin looks like really good in general. I do wish like it had like a unmasked style or whatever, or unmasked emo like to do in game, kind of like the Tom Holland No Way Home one did, but. Other than that, I feel like they still like nailed the face. It still looks really good. Same thing for Punisher. So I'm probably gonna put like Spider-Man or the Spider-Man like here, and we'll put Punisher probably like around. Probably put him like here, I guess. All right, now it's time to reorganize at least the top 10 a little bit because I feel like top 10 is like all that matters. I mean, do I really need to, I guess? I guess I could kind of, like, bump down, like, Captain America a little, or, like, the Captain America and Tony Stark skins a little bit. I'm probably gonna bump down, like, Captain America, like, to... Probably here's, like, a good spot, I guess. Although I do feel like... I mean, I'd rather wear, like, the MCU one a little bit more, so I'm probably gonna bump him down to, like, probably... here. Probably. Tony Stark, I'm probably gonna bump down... Actually, I'm probably gonna keep it in the top 10 because I still like the customizability for him. So putting him like here. Thanos needs to be top 10. I want to put Luna in the top 10, but this is me biased, and I hate it. Maybe I'll bump down like Brand New Day a little bit to like here. I guess I feel that's fair. Yeah, Luna being in the top 15 is probably fine for me, I guess. Just this little bias, but if this was my like freaking personal list, top 1 freaking list now. That's it for this video. It's gonna don't forget to subscribe, like, turn on this video, and support for honestly, kill your students support me. Kill your 10% off at Advance to support me by buying any supplements, and that's it. Goodbye.